Hello, everyone. You all are joining us from the PTM podcast studio. With me is Mr. Qasim Kasuri, who is the CEO of Ambience Hotels. Welcome so much.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure indeed. I want to say thank you to your mother who laid the foundation for Beacon House. I've studied myself from Beacon House and the service that she has done for the development and the intellectual nourishment of Pakistanis is invaluable. So amazing work with Beacon House, nothing like that.
Thank you. That's very kind of you, very gracious of you. I will certainly pass on the message to them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So longest period of your life you have been serving in education sector.
Right.
And now you are here representing hotel. How has that shift happened in your life?
So I wouldn't call it a shift because I'm still very actively involved in education. I am the CEO of Beacon House. I have been for a number of years. My mother's still very involved as well as a chairperson. But about 5 years ago, I felt that I wanted to also get involved in something more creative. I've always been creatively inclined. I've always had a really keen interest in art and design and stuff like that. And also somehow hospitality has always intrigued me. And as I was saying earlier, education is a very core part of the service sector because service sector is all about people and hospitality is all about people. And so I thought that I got this idea that, I should start a boutique hotel. Now, I know that this term boutique hotel, particularly in Pakistan, is kind of misunderstood because a lot of people think that any small hotel is effectively a boutique hotel. But as you know, that's not the case. So we did a lot of work on developing this brand. Initially, there was also a question about whether we should try to get in an international franchise or a license. And that's something, I'll be honest with you, I looked at very closely. But then in the end, decided to develop our own brand. Yeah, so here we are.
So if you look at the hospitality landscape in Pakistan, either it would have been very expensive hotels existent, or there would be substandard motels in Pakistan. But recently we have seen a surge of new players and new entrants entering into the market. How do you define Ambience different from the rest? You have mentioned it's a boutique hotel, but what is so different or unique about Ambience hotels?
So in my head, a boutique hotel, which is how I define ambience, is something which is not based on a commercial kind of cookie cutter model. It is a very personalized space. There's a heavy focus on art and design. There's a major focus on personalization of service, on attention to detail. Every property is different. Often within our properties, every room is different. We try to engage guests in a meaningful way in the art on our walls, which is not random, it's very intentional because it's our way of promoting young contemporary artists. Even the art is of a very particular style. You're not going to see regular art like landscapes or village scenes or things like that. It's all very contemporary art and it intrigues people. It makes them engage with the property. I think that ambience is not a large, so our largest property would be in Islamabad with about 71 rooms. And then we have Hunza with about 65, but the other three are in the range of around 30, 35 rooms, which is actually very small. But boutique hotels, I guess it's not so much about size, it's more about the approach. So for example, you would have the W, which also is classified as a boutique hotel, but sometimes the rooms can be like, have more than 150 rooms.
Yes.
So I think it's more about the approach. In terms of, or the mindset, in terms of the price point, it is, I'll be very honest with you, it is very market specific.
Okay.
So for example,
Usually there is a perception whenever we say boutique hotel.
yeah,
So it is always considered to be premium price.
yeah, yes, internationally, but in Pakistan, somehow people feel that boutique hotel is just another name for a small hotel.
Okay.
But you're absolutely right that internationally boutique hotels can be, priced in the same range as, large five-star commercial hotels.
Yes.
In Pakistan, our positioning varies from city to city. So, for example, in Karachi, we are priced at pretty much exactly the same level as the 4 or 5 large five-star hotels that we have in the city. Um, in Lahore, I would say that we are a little bit lower because Lahore is a very competitive market, particularly Gulberg, where we
Yes.
operate, is extremely competitive. Because in Gulberg alone, there would be about a dozen hotels,
Yes.
fairly reasonable hotels. In Murray, we've decided to position ourselves. Well, for Murray, we created a mid-tier brand called The Vibe
Okay.
because the thinking was that Murray is not a in the Pakistani context, it's no longer considered a premium tourist destination, the way places like, for example, Gunza or Skardu might be. Uh, Murray is more of a mid-tier market. So for Murray, we created this brand called The Vibe, which
Right.
operates at in my opinion, a very modest price point. I would say, you could say maybe around 18,000 rupees.
Mhm.
Um, so we are trying to offer the best possible service at the price point at which we operate. There are certain minimum benchmarks and standards which we will not compromise on at any
Yes.
of our
Yes.
properties.
Yes.
But then from location to location, obviously there are add-ons or facilities that are different also depending on the physical infrastructure. Like in Gunza, we have a very large spa
Okay.
called Resonance,
Okay.
which is actually on 2 floors. There are 7 treatment rooms, there's a sauna, there's a
So
steam
this
room, there's a
kind of
gym, blah, blah.
facility is available only in Hunza.
So we have a smaller spa in Islamabad, but the main one is in Hunza, which is quite a state-of-the-art spa. It's ironic that of all places, it's in Hunza. That's what I was mentioning earlier, where we had the staff trained from people from Thailand.
But you have chosen it very rightly because Hunza and Gilgit is a gateway to adventure. And when people are there for adventure hikes, they do need such kind of
Gee,
facilities.
not only the gateway to adventure, but it lends itself to the serenity
Yes.
because wellness and mindfulness and meditation and breathing, these are all things which are very well aligned with the northern areas as opposed to, for example, Karachi, because we get a lot of retreat groups that come. So we've got a group coming from Dubai right now. We have group from Karachi, from Lahore.
Okay.
So you can imagine that nobody would necessarily want to go to Karachi for a wellness retreat. Karachi has other benefits. I mean, there's amazing stuff happening in Karachi, like PTM, for example, corporate stuff, but it's not really associated with wellness.
So, how do you give your property, how do you integrate sustainability in your property and a sense of destination? Like you mentioned, you have properties in Lahore, you have properties in Munza. So, do you integrate that sense
Yes.
of destination?
Yes, sustainability and kind of environmental awareness are really, really important for us, both from the point of view of the planet, because we all have to do our bit. Even in the schools, it's something that we do a lot on. We're in the process of planting 1.5 million trees, at the Beacon House Group, which includes Ambience. But also from a commercial perspective, also in terms of social responsibility, because in Hunza, for example, there is very little water available.
Yes.
So the little water that we get is from the glaciers which are melting, and then we have to still, and you can imagine in a place like Hunza, we about 30 to 40% of our needs still have to be fulfilled by water tankers, the way you see in Karachi.
Right.
So we are very, very mindful of the environment, both for our own reasons, because I feel that one has to be very respectful.
Yes.
It's really disgusting when you're walking in the mountain, then you see littering, for example. अब उनके कल्चर के अंदर ये नहीं है, but it unfortunately is one of the byproducts of tourism, because tourists come from Punjab, they come from Sindh, and they're not as eco-minded or environmentally conscious. So yeah, it is deeply integrated. I'm not saying that we are doing everything we possibly could. I'll be very honest with you. So sometimes being environmentally responsible can also be very expensive. So, for example, we are trying to replace plastic bottles that we use at our properties with glass.
Right.
We've succeeded in one property in Islamabad.
So
which
is this myths about sustainability being expensive kind of
I think
authentic?
there are parts of it that are true. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that one has to make an investment. I mean, it's very tempting to put, mineral water, plastic bottles everywhere, but it's like, it's the worst thing that you can do for the environment because I
Yes.
don't know how many thousands of years they take to
Yes.
disintegrate.
Yes. So now my last question is, you mentioned that while you were opening up this grand ambience, you were doing a lot of thinking whether to buy some franchise or to develop your own brand. So do you dream of taking ambience out of Pakistan?
Inshallah. In fact, I've already looked at a couple of destinations. About a year ago, I was looking at Turkey as a potential destination. I think that choosing the right place is very important because one also does not want to go into a very crowded market. I was going to say like Dubai, lekin after the events of the last few
Yes.
weeks, I'm sure Dubai will bounce back, inshallah. But the market has to be chosen carefully so that we are not just one more hotel which is doing the same thing. We want to also add value to that new destination. It could also be a great way of taking a little bit of our own local Pakistani culture to another
Right.
country.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, absolutely, inshallah, in the
Wish
future.
you best of luck for that.
Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure having you in the podcast.
No, likewise, it was great being
Thank
a
you.
part of it, and best of luck to you too with
Thank you.
PTM.
Thank you.